Whoa! It's Wulzy. Welcome back to another Geometry Dash building challenge video. Now today the challenge doesn't really come from the actual building content in this video. The actual challenge is going to be me trying to make a level without cutting the video once. So from the moment I wowed to the ending, there is going to be 0 cuts. It's going to be raw footage. I got this idea from Tried. He made this video right here where my mouse is. The easiest demon in Geometry Dash, where he went in and he beat the demon without cutting the video once. And I'm going to try and do the same thing today, which is going to be quite strange, but I think I'm just going to try and make a Rob top level without cutting the video once. I'm just going to skip over to like, I don't know, Theory of Everything 2, and we'll make like a newer style Rob top level. I'm going to start off with purple, make the ground black for a start. You're gonna see a lot of my editing mistakes, actually. It's quite funny the amount of misclicks I do before I like restart cuts or something. So the first thing I'm gonna do is add some black blending glow. This is something that Rob likes to do a lot. I'm gonna put that on a different editor layer, and we'll just add some ground glow, which is gonna pulse. Needs a group, which is not gonna be group 1. I like to keep alpha trigger number 1 for opacity and stuff like that. So 0. I guess we can have pulse right here. I'm going to go with a nice orange. I know it's a very obvious color choice to go with, but I think it's just a safe decision. Considering I can't edit the video at all, I'm going to have to go with something that I feel is quite safe. Maybe if I did it when you hit the orb. Ooh. And then we could also add some of this around the orb, which is also going to flash at the same time. Let me see. So we have a pulse right there. And we're going to land on a block, I guess, here. I don't really have much time to decide because I don't want to bore you guys too much. I don't want this video to be too long. It's just a test of my recording endurance. And I guess if you guys like this more laid-back style, I can probably make my cuts more open in videos. But that's only if you guys think it's a good idea, because I don't want to bore you and make my videos effortless or whatever. I'm going to make the object line copy the actual... Wait, I said that the wrong way around. The line copy the object line. Sorry, I got a bit confused there. Okay, new color channel. It's going to be background colored, and it's going to have, I don't know, I guess an object color detail. This is pretty lazy, but it's something that I imagine RobTop would do. It's not bad. I can definitely create a pulse that's going to make this look a bit better. Oh, this is weird, because now I'm commentating my every move. Wow, did I really just... Where's the side piece? It's this, right? Is it? Yeah, it's this. Okay, that took me a long time to find. This is so cringe. Oh my god, this is so cringe. I can't deal with this. So this clean-looking block is apparently the block I need to use, which is very strange. That doesn't sit right with me. Okay, we have this as a design on Don't Fade, Don't Enter, and you can see that this outline is slightly brighter. It's not as bright as I would like, though. I think I'm going to decrease it a bit further on the outline, like this. Yeah, okay, sure, we'll rock with that. I think Rob would add some object-colored blending on top, too. Oh, with this pulse. Hold on. Let me put on a different editor layer, and I'll figure it out in a second. Okay, this looks like something that would pulse. So I'm going to set this back to color channel number 10. We're going to make a new pulse here, which is going to be slightly longer, and it's going to be for that... Did I even give it a group? I didn't give it a group, did I? This is so embarrassing. Oh, that's actually kind of heat. Okay, this is good. I like it on orange instead of the object-colored pulse. Okay, so we have this, which should probably be longer too, now that I think about it. And I'm also going to put some black-based... No. Object-based and black detailed spikes. So on the inside, they're going to be black. Yeah, perfect. Okay. Not a bad start, but not good either. Certainly not good. Probably going to add some... you know, trickery with some pads and whatnot. I gotta remember to speak every time I playtest so I don't get copyrighted. That would be so unfortunate. What would RobTop put on the front? I gotta think now. While I do that, I'm probably gonna put some more of these swirling objects, which is kind of ironic because Rob used these on the actual Theory of Everything too. Ooh. Would Rob custom rotate these? I feel like he might. I'm gonna put these on different values. Wait, we can put this on the same pulsing group, I guess. We're going to actually build helper this. And what build helper does... Wow, that was weird. So it basically just makes a new pulse out of what I've just created because I copied everything and I gave it a new value. I'm going to actually make this brighter and a lot flashier. We could make other block pulses too. So if we take this object and give it group 6, we can then add a pulse trigger here, which only changes the detail. And I guess it could go down in its color. I guess I just make it for a showcase right here. Yeah, you see, that's actually not a bad look. I might keep that. If I just have a pulse right here, I guess that makes the outline somewhat interesting and makes the glow actually pop out a lot more. And I guess I'll put some wavy objects, which can copy the object color, something like this. And we got to playtest again, make some more gameplay, because why not? We can actually pulse this again with another build helper pulse right here. I'm going to move the triggers out of the way so I can actually see what I'm doing. Okay, so we have a 1-0-1-0, and then we go into a portal, I guess. I'm not sure what to do. I'm just putting random gameplay because I have no time to think about it. All of my thoughts are being placed on my commentary, and that's scary. Copy paste this side of this block. Hold on, let me just build helper this. That doesn't seem very fair. I'm going to move it down, move it a bit to the left as well. We can extend that block across. Peach Beach, I was expecting another Luigi circuit. Okay, so we go across, and then we can have a spike block. Hold on. We need these spikes on the top, I think. And we can build helper this block. Which is this pulse trigger. I'm getting the hang of it. I haven't made any mistakes in a little bit, except I probably just jinxed myself. And we can do another one of these block pulses down to black. Okay, so I now want some extra detail in this, I think, because it's looking very empty. Now, what I'm probably going to do is create a top side to this block just to create some more structuring without putting too much more effort in, because, you know, I'm kind of lazy. We can select all of these spikes and give it another new group 10. Have the detail of white. Hopefully I don't crash my game by typing too many F. They should go white. Okay, this is fine. We can probably make it go earlier and have a longer fade time in that case, because it looks kind of strange the way it is. And we can also do something like that for the background, which can be like 1.5 and 1, copying the color of itself, like so, with more brightness, a little bit more saturation too. You know, I'm kind of digging this. I like the way this is going so far. So, we can copy paste this object again. I know, this is really goofy, but it creates more structuring up the top, and it gives us an opportunity to put a blue orb right here, which is going to be pretty cool. We can also do another one of these pulses with the rings, because why not? And we're going to extend this object out just a little bit to the side and continue the ground spikes at the bottom. So now we're going to have some light background detail. Finally, I've got to this point. I'm going to do something very simple just with these blocks. They can be flipped around. Would Rob scale these? I feel like he would, just to make them fit in a bit more and make it neater, because RobTop's quite a neat creator. Light background goes quite pink there. I'm not sure how that's really happened, but I guess we'll take it. How would Rob do this? Would he put a J block here? I think he would. I'm going to put a J block right at the top just to stop you from holding and getting another input. And I'm also going to put another one of these blocks, which is on group 4 and 6, which is this pulse trigger. Awesome. Okay, let's see. We haven't made any saws or anything like that, but we have our pulses in place. We can extend this a little bit. I feel like he would do this again and have an orb. So I need to build helper this once more. We're using a lot of groups on this, but I feel like it's worth it. We can have low opacity in this. Let's just copy this trigger and make it 15 on half opacity, like so. I feel like Rob would add maybe some of this. Okay, that's not good though. Hold on. Let me just experiment with this a bit with half opacity. Yeah, this is actually fine. Hold on. If I copy the values, go to a new editor layer, we can definitely add this as some sort of strip deco. Oh, this needs to be spread out more if I'm going to do it like this. Wow, I'm actually so silly. What am I doing? I copied the values when it was on editor layer 0, which is a shame. That's the kind of thing I would cut out of my videos and do a retake of, because it's not very clear what I did. But now that I'm kind of bound to this this format, I guess I just gotta rock with it and just explain all of my mistakes. We're gonna keep this on 15, but give it a new 16 value, which is gonna go up and down in its opacity, which is not something RobTop would do, but I think it gives the level a nice twist. So it's giving it half opacity on top of being half opacity, and it's gonna make that backdrop a bit more dynamic. It's gonna fade in and out. It's gonna match the rest of the pulses in the level far. We can probably copy paste this a little bit just to fill in a bit more space, give the level a bit of depth, you know, some easy stuff like this. Would RobTop add movements at this point? Probably. I'm going to try and move these objects the best I can. So I'm going to move them 2 blocks upwards and then give them both unique groups, 17 and 18, and then add a move trigger pretty much immediately. 17 down 20. I feel like he would bounce these down. I don't know. It doesn't really match with the song, but it's definitely a Rob Top thing to do. Let me just playtest this in normal mode to see. Yeah, that works. Okay, fine. And then we can probably rotate this portal. We haven't actually looked at this in its full form yet. It's not actually that bad. That's a cool portal. I like it. What I need to do is change the easing on this a bit. I'm going to try 4, but I'm not really sure how that's going to work. Yeah, that's better. So basically, it kept the easing out, but it changed the rate that the easing happens. So it happens closer to me. That's cool. And then it's going to have a new pulse, like right here. 20. Let's just see. Oh, that pulsed the whole... Wait, that looks cool, though. That actually looks cool. Hold on. This is actually a huge revelation that I've just made. All right, so... How have I done this? Oh, this block doesn't pulse. Duh, it's the glow that pulses. 8. So the whole block shouldn't be on 8. It should just be the glow. Now I see why the 8 in that box was that... Is it blue or purple? Sorry, I'm colorblind. I don't actually know. I see why it was that low color. Because what that means is that not every object in the selection has that group. For example, if I give these two objects group 21 and I give the right one 22, if I select them both, this is darker because not all of them have this group. I now understand what I did wrong, so now I can add that glow to 20 and not have any problems. So now what I've discovered is that these blocks kind of go crazy when they have a group. So I'm going to spend some time just giving them individual groups, starting from 21. I gotta be careful that I don't select the middle stripe thing. Yeah, you see, that's a problem because that would look really ugly if it was on orange. I can wholeheartedly say that without any doubt in my mind at all. If I can just make a pulse like this in a staircase. I like to do my pulses like this because it makes the level kind of flashy. I don't see it working. Oh, it is working. All right, all right. It's just because when you zoom out so far, especially at the beginning of a level, the preview line isn't always where you think it is. Like, see, if I go all the way to the left, the level is showing in preview mode quite far in, even though I'm, like, as far to the left as possible. But you see, it is actually working the way I want it to, which is neat. Let's see. Is this going to work? I want it to kind of dot around. Yeah, this is cool. I actually like it. Low-key. All right. So, let me just add this little stripe into the middle of the level. How is it layered? It's laid pretty well. I'm just going to make sure it's B4 so it doesn't get in the way of anything. And I'm just going to shape it around all of the structures I've made because I don't want this to have any problems. Do I want to move the orbs? Not really. Do I want to put a flash on the portal? Yes, I do. Let's get pulse trigger number 7. Put it right here. Build helper. We're going to make sure all of this is on... Not don't fade and don't enter. I couldn't think of the opposite. Basically, what I want to do is add a block transition like this. And then when the song switches, I feel like Rob would change it. So I'm going to put something like this and then put it back to what it was. And then we can have a different one for the outro. Save and play. Let's just see what happens. So we have a bunch of different transitions on and off of the screen. What did I just do? How did I lift that jump? I have no idea. What just happened? Hello. Why have I made the level like this? Something like this, we can copy paste that spike. All right, this should be very playable. I'm not gonna lie, this should be fine. But I want to add a slight background, I think. Let me just double up these blocks. Why not? This is a hideous color, so I'm gonna make sure it gets fixed. But I'm gonna put this on a new color channel. It's gonna be don't fade and don't enter because it's a background, and I don't really want it to be transitioning on and off because it gets messy. Next free group. Oh, I haven't used one, really? Okay. Background, blending, we can use whatever it was. I think it was 15 that was half opacity. Yeah, that looks okay. And then we can have a bigger one that is on the slightly stronger opacity, which is... Do we even have a 25%? I don't think we do. I don't think we do have a 25%. Okay, we'll make a new one. We'll make a new one, which is going to be on a new edit layer, obviously. So we should have... Yeah, we have 2 different pillars. And these are going to lock to the background, but they're going to move towards the player at different speeds, if you know what I mean. Okay. We'll link this together too, and I guess we'll make this slightly more frequent. It's not going to be consistently spaced, but I kind of like this idea. Let's go a little bit further too. Okay. We need to add unique groups to these, so let me just select them all. This is 32. Boom. 34. So they have a collective 34, and they have 32 and 33 individually. Right. So we're going to lock, I think, 34 to the x-axis really quickly at the beginning of the level, and then 32 can kind of jump towards me. It's going to be a 1 second movement, and it's going to go 50, I think, with the max easing rate. And then 33 is going to do the same, but go 30 and slightly longer. I don't know what I'm expecting here. Let me just see. That's kind of... I don't like that at all. I don't like that. Let me move it a lot further in that case. I can go 120, I can go 100. So off the very beginning of the level, these objects are going to be moving towards the player with 0 easing for 10 seconds. And they're going to be moving like, I guess, 240, and we're going to say 160. That needs to be the other way around. I want the bigger objects to move slower than the objects in the back. So this is going to be minus 240. And hopefully, this should create a dynamic custom background. Yeah, this is working. Okay, I'm happy with this. That's my result. I think that's my result. I don't want to go too much further. I don't want to mess up what I've already instated. This is a Rob Top level, is it not? I think this works pretty well. Hey, I've done pretty good for this video. Don't lie. Don't lie. I'm going to call it uncut and... unforgiving. There we go. And it's going to be uploaded on the Dan Z Women account by the time this video goes live. Thank you for watching this uncut Geometry Dash building challenge video. Check the links in the description, leave a like and subscribe, and have a good day.